Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about side hustles, ways to make more money other than your 9 to 5 if you have a 9 to 5. So hopefully you find this video helpful. If you do, I'm going to ask for a big favor. Smash the like button. Don't forget hit the notification button. That way you're updated every time I upload a new video. And if you could subscribe to the channel, I really would appreciate it. Now let's go ahead and get into it. Wanted to make a video about side hustles because everything's changing all the time. Things are getting more expensive. This tariff talk, we're not quite sure how, the outcome of this. Is it going to be positive? How is it going to affect pricing? Are prices even going to go higher? Right. And as things get more expensive, it becomes harder for everyone. Right. So it's very important to always be working on increasing your income. Now, if you are a 9 to 5, right, you work for a company, one of the ways you can increase your income is getting a promotion. Or when you come home, going on the internet and looking for jobs that you feel that would be a good fit, that you do well, that pay more, right? So those are some of the ways right there that you can start doing to try and increase your income. Searching for a higher paying job, try and get a promotion in your current the current company you're with, looking for that new opportunity, right? So right there, that's something that you could do just with access to the internet. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your computer. Just make sure you have a good resume. If you don't, if you're not sure your resume is good, there's a lot of tools out there that can help you. You can go on YouTube, watch YouTube videos about it. You can Google it and see pictures of examples. So there's a lot of tools out there for you to get a good resume, and you can start, putting that out there. You don't have to do it every day. You can do it on the days that you're off or when when you have time. And I would just say dedicate some hours to it each week, and you probably will find an opportunity where you make more. So right there, that's one way I wanted to go over. And some of you may say, well, that's not a side hustle. That's not, but I wanted to throw that in because the video is also about making more money. So right there, that's one way. Now, let's say you're like, hey, I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with my 9 to 5, but I would like to do something on the side on my free time to make more money. And you might want to do something in that case where you can control more, uh, you know, the schedule of when you do whatever it is to make more money. So I'm going to go over some of the things that you could probably work with your schedule. One of the first things I'm going to talk about, it's an app that you may have heard before, you may have not. If you heard it before, let me know down in the comments. If you heard of any other apps that are similar or better that you may be using, let us know. That way, other viewers can look in the comments and can learn about it, right? So that way, everyone that's watching has an opportunity, hopefully, to learn something new and find a way to increase their income. Now, let me see here. So there's one that I found out that's called Dispatch It. Okay. And if you have a smartphone, if especially if you have an Apple phone, you can go on the App Store, type in Dispatch It, you can download it, and what they do is basically do deliveries from business to business, and you're just taking merchandise. So instead of, dealing with Uber does people. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. That's another one that you do as a side hustle. But some people have told me, hey, I don't want to have strangers coming in my car. I don't feel safe. And I totally understand. So for some people, that's a good fit. They like the idea. Some people are like a little hesitant. So I wanted to throw something on the channel that was different than just, driving around people. What about goods, right? So this is you going to, it could be like a hardware store, and you would be taking tools, supplies, whatever it may be, to another business. You're just basically taking goods and transporting them to another location. And you're not dealing with smell of food. You're not dealing with like a stranger riding in your car. And the good thing is, just like many of these apps, you turn it on when you're not working, when you have time and when you want to. So you dedicate the time that you want to it, and obviously you're gonna make it's gonna depend how much time you put into it, but you can turn it on when you're free. So right here, this is a good opportunity. Now I will say if you're just gonna do it strictly on weekends and evenings, from what I've read and the research I've done, it's not that busy on weekends and it's not really that busy at night. So I want to throw that out there in case your plan was to just strictly do it at night or on weekends, then Dispatch it wouldn't be the best one. Another one could be then Uber Eats, DoorDash. those are better in the evenings and night times, especially on weekends. And some people may say, well, I could do both, right? If you have some availability or you're off during the week, or maybe you work nights, so if you're and during the week, mornings, a dispatch it will be busier from the research I did. And then if you're willing to do the food ones, you can do those evening and weekends. And even if you're okay driving people around, right? You can do all these apps. These apps will allow you to work, when you want and give you additional money outside of your 9 to 5. So you definitely do this. Now, some of you say, I don't want to be using my car. I don't want to do that. That's fine, right? I'm just going over some easy ones. These are just easy. You go to your Apple store, you download an app. If they're still, depending where you live, if they're not full, they could be taking on new people. And these, you could probably be on the road making additional income with about a week. And as long as if you already have a smartphone, right, it's not really costing you any additional money because you're already paying for that phone. So that's just some easy ones that you can quickly start making money short term. Now, some of you may say, hey, that doesn't work for me. Is there any other ones? There's plenty of other ones. We also TURO. If you see my this channel before and you've seen some of the other videos, I always talk about TURO. That's one of the side hustles I do to make additional income outside my 9 to 5, and I've grown it. Now you're gonna read, good stuff about TURO. You're gonna read bad stuff. It all depends on the person, right? And how they handle TURO, right? How much attention are you gonna give it? How are you with things like this? So it's going to really depend a lot on the person. So, depending if it's going to go well or bad. But I think it's a great side hustle. I definitely think it could go well. Again, depending on the person. And this one you could use your car if you wanted to. It's a car sharing platform. If you want to learn more about it, go on Google, type in TURO, TURO. You can read up on it. You see if it's a good fit for you. Again, it's not going to be good for everyone. I'm just sharing my experience. I'm just sharing some of the things I know, some of the things that I do, in hopes that it helps you make more money. But at the end, you have to do research yourself to see if any of these things are a good fit for you. I'm just throwing out there what I've done and things that I've learned about while I'm doing research to make additional income. Now, for those of you that are watching that may already be TURO host, there is some good news that just came out on TURO. Let me see. Where did I put it? I wish I was reading about it. I might have lost it. Well, it looks like I lost it, and it's going to take me a little while to pop it back up. So if you have questions about it, let me know down in the comments below. I'll answer them in the comments below. But basically, the good news, if you're a TURO host, is that TURO's basically taking the feedback that a lot of us hosts have given them, and they went ahead and reduced some of the fees, which that's going to put more money in our pockets. Now, from this is pretty new, so I don't know all the details. And I did read for some of the stuff, if not all the stuff, it was just for certain markets. Meaning, so depending where you live, this may not apply to your market if you're doing TURO, but they're making it more attractive for long bookings. So people that are trying to book a car for a month or longer, what they did, I think they're taking like the trip fee away. That way, it costs less for the person booking the car, and it also by doing that, right, it makes the price more attractive, increasing your bookings. And I think they're reducing some other fees so hosts can make a little bit more money, because there was a fee that TURO charges, the booking fee. It's not something that goes to us. It just goes to TURO, and I get TURO has to make money, right? They created the platform, they got to make money. But if they can increase some of their fees, because in my opinion, they do charge a lot of fees. Some of the fees are a little bit on the high side, and it really does hurt the host. You can still make a profit, but if they can help us, by reducing those fees, guess what? It's going to create more bookings. It's going to get more people to sign up to TURO, and I think in the long run, TURO will make more money, because if us, the hosts on the platform, can be successful, guess what? We're going to grow our fleets. And as we grow our fleets, more money for TURO, more money for us, and it's a win-win situation. But again, I lost that on my phone. I don't want to spend too much time while it's recording looking it up. But if it's something that, hey, I want to know more about that, you got questions, let me know down in the comments below. I'll take the time, do the research, and I'll answer that question. So please don't hesitate to ask any questions about TURO or anything that you want to ask. Now, I did start a new channel because I've been investing in the stock market for over 10 years long term. In the beginning of the year, I did a little bit of short term trading. Right now, I'm not doing that because the market's so volatile, but I want to also share my experience about the stock market. And this channel is going to solely talk more just about investing in stocks. So I started a new channel. I'm going to put that link in the description box if you want to check it out and maybe consider joining. I really would appreciate that too. But if you are a Toro host or you're thinking about it and you want to know what I use, I put the link there as well. That way, anything that I'm using, you can check out and you can try it out yourself if you're interested. But yeah, I just went over some of the side hustles. I wanted to talk over some easy ones, which were downloading the apps. I went over like, you can do Uber, um, the dispatch it. If you thought that one was interesting, definitely go ahead and check that out. I talked about also Toro, and then I mentioned about the new channel stocks. Doing stocks can grow your, depending on how you invest, there's always risk involved, but it can grow your money. And also, there are ways to make some money short term. So I always recommend saving for retirement. You're going to hear that about a lot. Probably if you're Googling looking for ways to make money, about how you need to save for like 20, 30 years. And that's important, right? Because if you get to retirement age, believe it or not, you're going to want to have a good pile of money set up for that. But you can't only live today for retirement because what about if you don't make it? So you want to plan for both. Hey, how can I live better today but also prepare myself for the future in case I make it. So I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that, and I do because I understand, hey, you got a life today. We don't know if we're going to make it tomorrow, but in case we do, we want to prepare for it, but we want to do both. So I'm not going to tell you, hey, cut out all your fun. Don't do anything fun and just save. So when you're 65 or 70 or whenever the retirement age is for you, you can have someone. No, the point is you want to enjoy your life till you get to, to retirement age and at retirement age continue enjoying life, but you want to do both. So if you are interested in stocks, I definitely might be talking about all those types of things. Let me know in the comments below. It helps me know what you guys want, what you guys want to learn about, so I can make videos on that. I hope this video helped you. If it did, smash the like button. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next one.